Now, one guy who is the complete package as far as his preparation is concerned is young Dane Daddy Kool, a very talented Queenslander who has got plenty of go in him and also plenty of show.
And the coolest dude of the lot. I speak of Dane Daddy Kool.
Welcome back to Evolution. Now hurry up. Train on the tour.
My name's Dane Daddy Kool Beecham. I'm 28 years old. I've been fighting for about 12 years. I hold the 61 kilo Intercontinental WMC title. I've won Evolution titles, Australian titles, Commonwealth title. I always wanted to do boxing. You know, my granddad was a boxer and, you know, I just went down to a boxing gym, talked my mum into it. I was 13. I went down on the wrong day and it was Thai boxing and I was like, well, I'm already here, might as well give it a crack. And I fell in love with it. I had my first fight when I was 16 and I've been fighting ever since. Everyone in my family played rugby league, and if they didn't, well, no one didn't, you know, everyone did. I was quite good when I was young, and they're like, oh, you know, you're going to play for the Broncos. You know, I was making representative sides and things as a young kid, but I was getting beaten up every week. You know, broken ribs, you know, knocked out. It just wasn't happening. I was way too small. It broke everyone in my family's heart when I stopped playing. My dad was filthy. Like he didn't talk to me for ages after that because that was, you know, one of his boys wasn't playing footy anymore and he was going to do this thing called Thai boxing. You know, he didn't know what it was. You don't throw kicks when you fight, you know. So he was really dirty at me for that. But my most memorable fights are probably the ones I've lost. For me, every time I've lost or I've been knocked out, I've had everything bad that can happen in sport. Broken bones, bad injuries, been knocked out, I've been cut. It's never because my opponent's better than me. I have a bad focus issue sometimes. I'm always getting in trouble for it. Or I take opponents too lightly and I pay the ultimate price. So everyone I've fought and I've been knocked out by, I've beaten. Except for one person, Joe Concha. He's got the better of me twice now. I feel that I can beat him. I've just got to line it up again. I've had a couple of trilogies. Ben Ritter, he beat me the first time. I probably underestimated him. I'd seen him fight Aaron Lee and I just thought, yep, I've got this fella. And he ended up knocking me out in the first fight, in the first round. And I was really, really angry about that because I'd let my gym down, I let my trainers down in my head. I wasn't focused. I rang Nugget the next day and said, I need to fight that guy again. And he knew from that phone call that I was, you know, I was ready to go to war. That was a brutal fight. Like, I really wanted to hurt him that fight.
Daddy Kool, he is in form. There's the right hand. Benny Ritter's been tagged. Benny Ritter in a whole lot of bother. And Daddy Kool's opened up like a house on fire. Benny Ritter being pummeled. Downward elbow. This crowd's gone bananas. Dane Daddy Kool Beecham has lost the plot on Benny Ritter. Crossing elbow. Oh, the little sneaky knee on the way down there from Daddy Kool.
Just gestured over to the ringside doctor, told him that was
it's it!
It's called it off.
It is good night, Irene! Dane Daddy Kool Beecham gets his revenge!
In 2010, I got the opportunity to fight Flip Street. He's a world champion. You know, he's from John Wayne Parr's gym. He's a carbon copy of John Wayne. Just everyone wrote me off. Just like he's too sharp, he's too quick, you know, he's too heavy. I had a point to prove. He knocked me down, I think maybe in the first exchange. He caught me straight away, sort of woke me up, and I just got focused and I ended up knocking him out in the third round. But I think I silenced a lot of critics with that.
That's it! That is it! Flip Street has been stopped by Dane Daddy Kool.
So the whole Daddy Kool thing started one day at the gym. Our friend came to the gym and he had the Daddy Kool as his ringtone. And we'd just finished training, we were just dancing around like idiots. And Nugget said to me, if you come out to that song when you fight, I'll give you $100. I said, I will come out to that song for free. Like, that is an awesome song. The little guys they don't get much notice, you know. We had to make myself stand out. So that's what we did. And it was like, we didn't know which way it was gonna go. And people loved it. People might not remember your name, but they're like, oh, you're that guy that had that dude shooting fireworks out of his hat, you know?
5x3, put no rules, the crowd pleasers in the house with the Dane, Daddy Kool.
Next year I am going to England to fight Andy Housing. I got offered that a couple of weeks ago. Andy Housing's another one that I look up to as a lightweight. He's got a great fight style, and he's a world champion, big name in the sport. In the Western world of Muay Thai, he's a huge name. But I reckon I can do the business.
Daddy Kool is the complete act, isn't he?
Yeah, he certainly is. And look, Daddy Kool he's got it all. He's got the ability in centre ring when he gets in there. He's had his ups, he's had his downs. He brings the show, and that is what has made him so popular. And that's why people turn up to see. You know, people ask me often, oh, you know, what's a fighter worth? Well, Daddy Kool's worth a lot, because you know when you're going to see Daddy on a card, he's always going to bring entertainment no matter what happens.
That show, it's lacking in other combat sports, I think, horribly, but not with Daddy Kool.